Hey everybody, Connor Ordengren here with another edition of Technique Tuesday. Today we're going to go over the goblet squat. The goblet squat is a great variation to begin kind of patterning the squat movement. We use it here at Dynamic with a lot of our beginner athletes and clients. Also for people who don't have the interior core strength to squat with a more difficult variation. A lot of times people might not have the mobility to squat, but it also could be a stability issue. So using the goblet squat to load that interior core is going to be effective for a lot more people. So to set up, you want to get a stance slightly outside hip width. You want to make sure the toes are pointed out, maybe about 15 degrees. Okay, so we can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell here. So I'm going to do both. Go with the kettlebell first. So we're in our squat stance. We have the kettlebell by the horns at about chest height, elbows tight to the body. So we're going to initiate the squat with a posterior weight shift. So we want to sit back, get our weight on our heels, really load the hamstrings and glutes. So chest is going to stay tall. We're going to sit back, push the knees out over the toes, then drive through the heels and get the hips through at the top. Sit back, chest tall, elbows to knees, drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. That's a pretty important point, that you don't stop your squat short. You don't want to stop here. You want to finish tall, get that good glute activation, and not stop it short. Dumbbell version, we're going to set up the same way. Okay? Dig the heels of your hands into that dumbbell. We got our stance width slightly outside our hips, toes out slightly, chest stays tall, sit back on the heels, drive through the heels, get the hips through. Typically, when we start someone with this variation, I like to kind of shade on the lower side of reps, typically 5 to 6 reps for more sets until they really get the hang of it. Maybe from there, we'll increase the reps to about 8 or 10. Also increase the sets. Once they've spent a good deal of time on this, show they've mastered it, we can progress to a goblet squat with a pulse, even a front-loaded barbell front squat. See you next week.